Coding Challenge Review Intermediate, 25th of February. Question number 1. Get welcome message. So in this particular problem, we receive one argument. It's interesting. I think it's the first time we do this question. It talks about lexical this, with a classic function. So that means that lexical this will refer to the object that invokes the function. So, how many arguments do we have here? How many? One, correct. Correct. We have one argument, right? We want to say welcome to a given user. So I will name the argument as user. So then this is pretty simple, to be honest. I think it looks more complicated than it is, because the only thing we need to do is we need to do user.getWelcome message. It's one line actually. Get welcome message, and that function expects a greeting, like hello, welcome, or whatever, right? It is hello, actually, as you can see. So we need to pass hello with capital H, and that will hopefully set up the message for us, right? Because what's the value of lexical this? What? First name, wrong. Okay. Wrong. We mentioned that several times already. That whenever I ask what's the value of lexical this, never said first name, never said John, never object, correct. So whenever the value is, the first word is object. That's an object, right? Right. Which object? Is first name an object, Rafa? No. Right. So we can do something today. Please go to LinkedIn, cancel any job interview until you learn that, right? Because I promised you that was going to be your first job interview, right? And you're going to fail. So cancel all the interviews until you learn that, And I'm not even going to explain that, because something I've learned is that it doesn't matter how many times I repeat the same thing, right? If you want to know the answer, you know how to do it. We've got lots of workshops talking about the same thing. We even got one particular workshop where we specifically talk about the value of lexical this, So anyway, that will obviously work. And then no elegance issues. So let me have a look to what you did. So Dave, all good, right? Just a subtle detail. I wouldn't call it object because it's a bit too much wide, right? We know we're dealing with users, so probably we can use user, like Richard did, for instance, right? User. Let's work a bit on semantics. Megan, are you there?
Yeah.
Why you, out of curiosity, why are you still using double quotes?
I always use double quotes.
All right. Cool. Yeah, so I mean, that was pretty much it. It was as simple as that, right? Let me skip. Oh, let's transform again, right? Is it the question in all the challenges? Or maybe we got some similar ones, right? But you got the feeling like it's the same question again and again. Whoa, regex. That's a good one. Exist token. So we have a sentence, and then we have a token. So we want to see if that token, which is the second argument, is part of the sentence or not. And as you can see, based on the expectation, this is supposed to be case insensitive. Yeah? Because, look, the M in capitals is not here, but it is there without capitals, and it returns true. So this algorithm is assuming that that token is part of the sentence. Yeah? So this is a classic scenario when you go to a website and you want to search for something, you don't care if the content is in capitals or not, right? You just want to search, or if you're on your phone in the agenda, you want to look for a particular name of a friend, of a relative, whatever, right? You don't care in the capitals, right? So this is a good example. And interestingly, the problem is already offering an approach using regex. So let's follow these guidelines. How many arguments do we have? 2, that's correct. The first one, I'll call it sentence, and the second one, I'll call it token. Yeah? So then, new regex. So new regex to me, so what I want to do is I want to pass the token, because this is what we are going to test, this is what we're going to search, and we'll see if we need any argument or not. We'll see. Should I put I here or not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You agree on that? All right. Okay, let's leave it there, and let's see if ICEL is right or not. The thing is, on the second line, the only thing we need to do is return the regular expression we created .test, because test will return a Boolean. Yeah? So what do we want to test? The sentence.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that, right? Check if that token is part of that sentence. Would this work, guys?
Yes.
So what are the colors? Green, green, green. Let's have a look. That's correct. ICEL is right, yeah? What happens if we remove I? It won't work. Why?
Because there is a capital letter there, and that one is the not capital, so it won't connect them.
That's correct. ICEL is right. You see? Now the first case fails because we return false because the case is not the same. Yeah. In the last example, it does work because the case is literally the same. It's a copy paste. But on the first one, the case is not the same, right? So we need to put I. Oops. Do we need to put G or not?
I think it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. That's correct. Yeah. Because G makes sense if you is global. If you want to search all the instances, but you don't care about how many, right? It's true or false. So we don't care. Still, it should work, right? So if we evaluate it, it does work. Yeah? Any question? No? All right, so what you did here? Interesting. Interesting. So Dave's solution, it's interesting because he didn't use test, right? And even though technically speaking is correct, look, please perform a case-insensitive search using the test method. Yeah, and he didn't do that. So this is one of the things that at some point in the future, you'll get elegance penalties if you don't follow the suggested pattern. Yeah, but apart from that, that's correct. But you can see the solution is more complicated, right? Because he needs to deal with the OR operator, even with the ternary, you know, all these sort of things, right? If you compare it with Richard, for instance, you can see Richard's solution is much easier, yeah? And same for Megan. Yep, all good. Question number 3, I'm going to skip it straight away, is leap year. We solved it 1 or 2 weeks ago. And The same for the last question, actually, right? We solved it. I think we solved it last week as well, right? So I'm not going to do that again. If you want to know how to do that, yes, go back to the latest workshop or 2 workshops ago, because we explained it there, right? I'm not going to ruin your productivity just repeating the same thing again and again. So please watch the video, and of course, if you have any question, let me know, and I'm more than happy to support you and try to debug the issue together. I think that was pretty much it, guys. I promised that was going to be a quick one. So, anything else? No? Megan, Bala, Mo? All right.
Nothing from me. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you very much, guys. See you in 130 minutes to review expert. Cheers.